Just another Magic Monday. Didney!
Hey guys, welcome back to our DidneySide. If you guys are following us on social media, you probably know that I recently just got back from Dayton Disneyana, and if you're familiar with the channel, it is an event that I did attend last year and had a ton of fun. This year, I actually attended as a vendor, so I sold things that you can find on my Etsy shop, like ears, Epcot passports, all kinds of stuff like that. So, with that in mind, I did bring back some stuff, but probably not as much as last year. So, I did kind of bring everything together in a little pile here to show you what I got at Dayton Disneyana, but I did also do some outlet shopping after Dayton Disneyana because, to be honest, the shopping I was able to do at Dayton Disneyana was for pins. That's what I had time to shop for with being a vendor. So I did get a few things, but it was only when I had like 5 to 10 minutes here or there, somebody was manning my booth, that I could go and see if I can find some goodies. So I did find a few things, but the rest of the stuff I have here is probably outlet shopping from all of the spoils that I got selling stuff. So let's consider this the Dayton Disneyana / Disney outlet / torrid haul from Ohio. So stay tuned. First off, I'm kind of spoiling my big item, but I thought it was kind of the perfect backdrop. If any of you watch Disney in Ohio, you would know what their big item was, and they kind of mentioned that somebody got the Pop Century comforter. I wonder who that somebody was. The really cool thing about this comforter is I actually got it in a trade. I am going to be doing a pair of custom mini ears for the seller. So first off, she gave me this, as well as a more recent version of the bedspread, but this is just the runner, so it's a bit more of a vibrant color because it's not as worn out, and you know, not as many people really slept with it. It was more on the foot of the bed. So there's that as well. So I am planning on one day when I have a guest room to make kind of like my own ode to Pop Century vintage, because it's being refurbished, so they don't have this look anymore, but that's okay. If the framing just shifted a little bit, the battery died, so just put a new one in. Back to it. Along with the comforter and the bed runner, she also threw in 2 of these binders, which they just look like typical binders, but they actually have massive rings inside. So they're really tall rings, and they're great for putting trading items in. So I put in my sleeves of pins. So I put my limited edition stuff in here. But yeah, I just kind of threw all my stuff into this binder. And since she gave 2, Jay and Chantel, who are the friends I traveled down with, I gave them one because they're trying to build up their collection and find a nice way to display their trading stuff for the events that we go to. So I figured I wasn't gonna fill up a binder that quickly, so they might as well use one. But I do like that it zips up, so if anything does, you know, jostle loose, it's gonna be inside that zipper, nice and safe. And it comes with a little handy handle. How convenient. On the topic of pins, I have tons. I'm not going to show you all of them, but I'm just going to give you a general idea of how many pins I came home with. So this is going to be a separate video. Stay tuned for that, because I'm thinking it might have to wait till after Katie's birthday, just because it will be better after Katie's birthday, because there's quite a few in here for her. If you watched last year's vlog for Dayton Disneyana, you would know that I found this one particular table that I just lost my mind over, because they had a whole bunch of like vintage toys. One in particular that I used to love when I was a kid was the Beauty and the Beast magic mirror. They were back this year, and once again they blew my mind with all the awesome stuff that I got from them. So first off, nothing super spectacular. I got a DVD and a Blu-ray, but I've been meaning to update this from VHS for years now, and it was a couple bucks. And then I grabbed Love Bug for my dad, because he's always been a big Herbie fan, so got him that. As well as with Love Bug, I grabbed this for my dad as well. I believe it's like a cast member name tag. I don't know if it's a souvenir one or what, but I thought it was pretty funny. Ironically, my dad, out of my immediate family, is probably not the biggest Disney fan. He does like Pixar, but When I was a kid, I bugged him to go to Disney World, and he was probably the reason we didn't go, because he had no desire. My mom and I still talk about having our own trip one day, so who knows? This next item I picked up with the intention of sending it to Karina from That One Couple TV. I thought it was something that she'd really appreciate because it's vintage, but it's a Beauty and the Beast trading card set, and it is the complete set. It's really pretty cool. It's even got the checklist in the back, but it's from Pro Set, which I believe that company is no longer around. I did take the tags off some things, but this one here was originally $20. The Love Bug was originally $10. The Mickey movie was originally $8. And then the little name tag was originally $3. Then these guys, which will be going on my Christmas tree eventually. I got these Abu and Iago ornaments. Here, let me actually hang them like they're dangling so you can get a proper... Woo. These were originally $5 each. And then this is probably one of my favorite things that I brought home. You probably know Genie's my favorite character, Aladdin's my favorite movie. But let me just show you this little item. This is from Aladdin on Broadway, which Tom and I did go see about 3 years ago when James Monroe Iglehart was Genie. He has now moved on to Hamilton, I believe, and since we've seen that show, he has also won a Tony for playing Genie. But that's his signature. I'm sorry, but the Disney/Broadway geek in me was like screaming on the inside. This was the original price. This, along with all the other items I just showed, they bundled for 20 bucks. Like seriously, these guys, high five to you guys once again this year for giving me awesome stuff to add to my collections. I'm so stoked to put that show bill in a frame. Just so excited. The next thing is actually something from when I was packing up my table and we were all closing up shop. I kind of made friends with the vendors across the alley from me. Their names were Wendy and Matt. Super, super nice couple. And as they were closing up, I think somebody may have suggested that I could probably use this for ears or some other product, and they just kind of gave it to me. I ended up giving them some stickers in return because this was just so cool. But keep an eye out in my Etsy shop because eventually I might be adding some vintage Alice in Wonderland fabric. It's actually so pretty. It's got, let me see, I haven't even seen how many characters are on this yet. We got Alice, the caterpillar, some of the cards, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, March Hare, Mad Hatter. There is White Rabbit on here somewhere. We've got the Dormouse in the teacup even. Like, there's tons of characters on this fabric. And this is from the 60s, I believe, so it's a very durable fabric. It's not like that, like, flimsy cotton stuff from nowadays. You can see the fibers in it. It's very thick fibers, but I figure I'm gonna try my hand at making a few things with it, so stay tuned to my Etsy shop. I will leave the link below, and it will also be at the end of this video, so keep an eye out for that. And the final item I have from Dayton Disneyana is actually, I think, probably the coolest piece of Disney history I own that has meaning to my family. If you weren't aware, I am actually married to Tom Sawyer. You've heard me say Tom all the time. It is actually Tom Sawyer. So we always joke around about you know, how he's actually a fictional character and all this stuff, and how he owns an island in Disneyland. But I found this. It's a map of Tom Sawyer Island from 1957, meaning this map is 60 years old. So it's actually got info about each section of Tom Sawyer Island, and it's just really, it's just like a nice little piece of artwork. So I'm definitely gonna frame this, put it up in our house somewhere, because we can joke around about, it's, you know, it's Tom's Island. This is the family island, you know? Did say 25, and I kind of bartered with them a little bit to bring it down to 20. In the end, after I bought it, one of them actually really liked a pair of my ears, so I gave them a deal on the ears, and it was almost like we ended up trading, so that was pretty fun. This is probably the oldest piece of Disney I own so far, and I like it very, very much. I will try and give a little pan of everything on here. Hopefully it all stays in focus. But how cool is that, right? Super happy with that little find. So that about covers everything I bought from Dayton Disneyana itself that isn't pin related, because trust me, I probably dropped about 150 bucks on pins. So be prepared for that video, because it's probably gonna be a long one. In the upcoming Disneyana vlogs, you will see that I did get to hang out with Steve and Lori from Disneyland, Ohio. We had a fantastic time. They took me out for dinner, and then we went to the Disney outlet in, I think it's around Cincinnati. But I got something super fun from there, but I'm gonna save that part from last in this group. I went a little crazy when I walked in and like just beelined for some Tsum Tsums I saw. For $2.99, I grabbed this Bambi and Flower, and anything that was on clearance that day was actually an additional 25% off, so they were even cheaper, yay! I haven't had much chance to play it lately, but I have been making sure that I can get as much stuff as I can since it's extinct now. But I picked up these Disney Infinity Power Discs. They were originally, oh, they were the same price in US and Canada, so Canada would have been a deal. But anyway, they were originally $9.99, they were on for $2.99 plus the additional 25% off. So for 8 power discs, I thought that was pretty good. And it looks like there's vehicles, backgrounds, and power-ups and stuff for Star Wars. So thought that was pretty cool. I also grabbed this t-shirt from the clearance rack with intention of getting it from my mother. I later found out that she got it when we were in Arizona at that outlet, so now we can match because I'm keeping it. It was originally $16.95 US. It was on for $9.99 plus 25% off. Now the next 3 items kind of have a theme. First off, I got this super cool, I'm not even sure if I can fit in the frame, but it's a skirt covered in stormtrooper masks. I'm hoping that it might be subtle enough that I can maybe wear it to work. I don't know. It was originally $46.95 and it went down to $23.99 and then the additional 25% off. Like I said, keeping with the theme, I had actually seen shirts similar to this before. This is actually a Parks t-shirt. They didn't have the 25% off on Parks merchandise, but this was still a fairly good deal, and the fact that it is super soft and comfy, I couldn't resist. And stormtroopers wearing Mickey hats. And it's from Disneyland! Yay, that was $9.99. I can't remember what the original price is because I basically came home from Dayton and I threw on that t-shirt because I just really wanted to be comfortable. And it was comfortable. Now this next item is probably the best thing I've bought all weekend because it was cheap and it was super entertaining. Are you ready for this? Hey guys. Should I just do the haul like this from now on? It's kind of amazing, right? This bad boy was $5.99 with 25% off. Can't resist, right? It was actually Lori that picked it up, and I didn't need much convincing that I needed it. It's just got a little switch here. There's a little mic right here on the inside. Hello! Oh, and the front of it lights up, which is super cool. The one thing that I told them I would do is that I would take this back to the hotel room and scare Susan, my roommate, but you'll see what happens in the vlog. In the end, it's not disappointing at all, but I'm waiting for payback, let's put it that way. So that's what I bought from Disney Outlet Shopping Round 1 in Ohio. There will be more. And one last stop that I made before leaving Ohio was Hot Topic. They had a buy one, get one for 10 on tank tops. So I grabbed this one. It's got this really nice princess comic book pattern. It's got pretty much everybody, I believe. I think. I know they've got my main girl Jasmine, which is super important to me. And you know what? I don't think there's Ariel, which is weird. Nope, no Ariel. Interesting. But anyway, just just a nice light tank top for the summer. And if you're wondering what the other tank top I got was, it's Eevee and it's already in the wash. So Eevee from Pokemon, the little cute fox thing, that's my favorite. But that was the last thing I bought in Ohio before we were homeward bound. Just before crossing the border though, we did stop in Niagara Falls, New York to just do a few more outlets. We hopped into Torrid to see if they had any really cool Disney stuff, and I found something I desperately wanted. I found these awesome Mickey cut-off shorts. Kind of like, I'm pretty sure it's a screen print, but it's made to look like it's kind of like a bleach dye sort of thing. And I was fully intending on paying full price for these because they fit me. And they were super cute, needed them. I just wasn't ready to leave the store without them in my hands. So original price was $44.90, and I was fully prepared to pay that. And I went to the counter and she says, oh, you have a $10 anniversary credit on your account. Would you like to use it? Obviously I would. And then she rang it through and they came up at $20.40 or something ridiculous. I'm like, oh, okay. Pass the money, grab the bag, run out of the store. I was super excited that they were way cheaper than I was expecting. They were less than half price, including taxes, so that was an exciting shopping moment for me. I looked at the receipt, and I guess they were actually on clearance for $29.99, and then I also had the anniversary credit. So yeah, I got a good deal. And then before we left that outlet mall, we hit up the Disney store, and I went a little nuts in there. Jay showed me this super cute Dumbo Tsum Tsum that I had to have. I'm pretty sure it might be from Olani, but he's got sunscreen on his nose, and a little fisherman's hat, and then a Hawaiian shirt, and my favorite part, he's got a little camera on his side. So this is actually the first Dumbo Tsum Tsum I've ever got. And I think he's a pretty cute addition to my collection. This next item is actually one that I've been trying to find in Canada, and everybody has been sold out of it. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with the jumbo towels that Disney puts out every year. I have been finding the quality of them has been going down every year, but I just like the size of them. I like being able to wrap myself completely and be fully covered. I grabbed this Mickey and Minnie towel, and it's massive. See, there's Minnie and Mickey. I can't possibly get it all the way in the frame, but it's just a very big, like, beach blanket size. So it was $9.99. The next two items are actually birthday gifts from my mom. When we got to this Disney outlet, the clearance items were no longer 25% off, so whatever the tag said is what I paid. But I got my mom this really cute Mickey and Minnie nightgown. And Mickey getting kisses from Minnie. X's and O's and all that stuff. It was originally $19.95 and I paid $9.99. So Mom, if you're watching this and you haven't received it yet, happy birthday! Her birthday was last week, so I figured I would get her something fun for her birthday down there. And this thing is actually, I thought would be a nice special gift for her because she does go to my dad's hockey games in the winter, and she's always bringing these really cumbersome blankets and stuff to sit on and keep her tush warm. But this I thought was really neat because it's kind of Americana. It's Mickey, who is her favorite. So I grabbed this picnic blanket, which I thought she could use for hockey games because it actually comes with, it actually has a strap on it, so she can like put it on her shoulder or she can carry it like a tote, but it like unvelcros. And then I can probably show you, underneath has like this plastic protective side, so you know it can go on grass or just other surfaces, and it keeps the fabric nice. So I thought that would be a nice little gift, and it was a purchase with purchase. I believe it was $15. So yay! That's almost everything I got from that Disney store, but this is probably my prized find from the Disney outlets. I'd actually seen this one in Ohio and couldn't find my size, but I believe this was from Tokyo because the label did have like Japanese writing on it and all that sort of stuff, but they probably had it available all different stores, but I was just excited by the sizing. The one that I had seen in Ohio was done in Japanese sizing, so I'm like, ooh, it must be from Tokyo or something like that. So anyway, I found this really nice crew neck sweater. The sleeves have roses on them, and then the front says true beauty is found within, and it's got the enchanted rose in the background. I tried it on, it is so cozy. It's gonna be really nice on those summer nights, going out for a walk, or, you know, when I just need to have a little something extra on. I don't want to wear a full jacket. But that pretty much does it for my Dayton Disneyana stuff haul. I will be doing a pin haul later, but I'm thinking I'm gonna wait until after Katie receives some stuff, because, spoiler alert, Katie, you're getting pins for your birthday. But that's not it. There will be other things. I could not stop finding things for Katie for her birthday. I was actually texting her saying, stop it. I gotta stop finding things for you. I'm spending all my money on you. So anyway, Katie's gonna have a good birthday, so stay tuned for her birthday video, because that'll come up within the next month or so, and there will be stuff. Alright guys, thanks for joining me with this haul video. If you've enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up on the bottom, and leave a comment below. What was your favorite thing that I managed to find this past weekend? Also, if you're new to our channel, be sure to hit subscribe, because I've got lots of Dayton Disneyana vlogs coming, and if you're into pin trading, there's lots of pin videos coming. Stay tuned. Have a good week, guys. Bye!